In today's video, we're going to be talking about, has the UFC gone soft? This is because we're seeing more and more contenders just calling for title shots. Gene Silva, Yair Rodriguez, just a week ago, calling for a title shot. Yair Rodriguez going 3-6 in his last 6. With a 50% win rate, and Gene Silva with 1 ranked win. And then we've got the lightweight title picture looking disgraceful and disgusting, with 3 to 4 contenders calling for a title shot, and Islam not saying he's gonna fight anyone. What is this, and what is the UFC doing? We've got Jon Jones wanting 6 months to prepare for Tom Aspinall and not even taking the fight. That fight is probably not even going to happen. And what is going on? It used to be in the UFC, the champion would get told who they are fighting. They wouldn't get that much choice. To stop this from happening, to stop what's happened in boxing to the UFC, that was the whole point of it. But now we are getting the same stuff as boxing. We are getting multiple contenders calling for a title shot at lightweight. Ilia Topuria saying, the UFC promised me the title shot, that's why I vacated the belt. Why would the UFC promise Ilia the title shot? Because I believe him, I don't think he's lying, but I'm asking the UFC, why would you promise Ilia the title shot if you cannot give it to him? What? Or if you want him to have the title shot, say to Islam, either take the fight or you're gonna get stripped. You can do that. Yuri vacated his belt, after getting injured. I guarantee that was the UFC telling him, we're going to strip you, just vacate. Same with Jamal Hill. Jon Jones has been the heavyweight title holder nearly for the longest out of all of them. And he's had 2 heavyweight fights. One against Garn with no grappling, and one against old man Stipe. Fuck you, Jones. But is looking worse and worse by the day. We have Justin Gaethje saying, I won 3 out of my last 4, only losing an exhibition fight. Fair enough, BMF belt, fair. I'll give you that. You still lost to Max Holloway, who's in the lightweight rankings, who Ilia beat. Like, that's the thing. You cannot give Gaethje a title shot. You could have argued for it if he didn't take that Max Holloway fight, but that was his choice. He has brought this on himself. I feel bad. I like Gaethje. I like Rufus, but he has brought this on himself by losing to Max. If he beat Max, he wouldn't be in this position, obviously. But he lost to Max. They cannot give him the title shot if he's literally just lost to Max and beat Rafael Fiziev for the number 11 ranked, number 10, whatever it is. You do not deserve a title shot. I'm sorry, Gaethje, you don't. And then you got Charles Oliveira saying he's only interested in fighting for the title. I don't want to run away from anyone. I never have. If it's not for the title, why not fight Topuria? If it's for the title, why not fight Topuria? He's saying he'll fight anyone for the title. You do not deserve the title shot. You're 2-4 in your last 4. What? Mate, you lost to Islam, fair. Islam's pound for pound number 1. GOAT of lightweight. Beat Beneil, loses to Arm, the number 1. You lost to the number 1 contender. What? Like, literally, you lost to the number 1 contender. And the only one that deserves a title shot, Arman Sarukian, isn't saying anything because he knows Dana's not giving him that title shot because Dana hates him. But why, I ask you, Dana, why? I know you hate him, but we need this fight. Either that or the Ilia fight. That's the only ones that make sense. We do not want the Oliveira rematch. Please, no. Please. Who wants to see Justin Gaethje fight Islam? Who? Like, actually who? No one, mate. Get him against Paddy. He ain't beating Paddy. Now you've got Islam literally saying nothing. You've got Khabib talking for Islam. Islam has said nothing. It's literally, set from in like an interview or 2, all the stuff is Khabib. Islam wants a fight. Big names who really deserve it. Khabib on Islam not wanting to fight Ilia. What, so you think Justin Gaethje is a big name that deserves it? He is a big name. Deserves it. Like, he would have if he didn't take that Max Holloway fight. But he took that and he lost it. You can't. And you beat the number 11 rank coming back. You need at least 1 more win. What are you talking about? Maybe if there was no other choice, Gaethje, but there's Ilia, there's Arman, there's Oliveira. Look, I would rather see those 3 fights over Gaethje Islam. And tell me you wouldn't. And you got Khabib again. Khabib again saying, Islam wants to move up to 170, but he can't because of Bilal Muhammad, and we don't do that because he's a close friend, and we put a relationship above titles. This is Khabib saying it, not Islam, mate. Get these words out of Islam's mouth. Why is Khabib saying this, mate? I know you're his cousin, mate. You're not Islam. You are not Islam. We do not need to hear it from you. Like, come on. And we've sadly, DDP's pulled out. That is not on DDP. I'm not trying to blame it on him, that's what I'm saying. But we have matchups that aren't being made. Why are we not making the matchups that need to be made that make sense for the UFC, for the division? This is what the UFC is about. You beat a number 10 contender, yeah? You get a number 5. You beat them, you get a title elimination bout, and then you get the title shot. Then if you lose, you have to go on another run of at least 2 fights, mate. What do you mean, Gately? You beat Rafael Fiziev. Fair, good fighter, but you do not deserve a title shot. I'm sorry. And why is the UFC allowing this waffle from all of them? You got Ilya, you got Gaethje, you got Charles Oliveira, you got Khabib chatting shit for Islam. The UFC need to put this to a stop. The UFC literally tried to kick Demetrius Johnson out so many times. They made Aljo have a really quick turnaround against O'Malley because they didn't like him. If they don't like the champion, they'll do these sort of things. But you need to be doing this in this sort of situation when you have 3-4 contenders calling for undeserved title shots in multiple divisions. It's not only lightweight. We need to stop with the unnecessary matchups and sort out these fighters. What are they talking about? I am sorry. You do not deserve a title shot, Justin Gaethje. Ilya, to be fair, neither do you. But if the UFC have said that if he vacated the belt, they are going to give him the title shot, then they have to. You can't just go back on your word with a fighter like that. You can't be promising multiple things to multiple different people. I think this relies on the JDM Bilal fight. They're literally just waiting to see who wins. If JDM wins, Islam's vacating and going up, I'm pretty sure. That's why there's this whole kerfuffle of 4 people wanting to fight for the title. It's probably because they think Islam's going up. As soon as JDM wins, if he wins, Islam's going up. So they're like, oh, we weren't going to take a matchup, we'll wait and see. But this is not what the sport is about. Mixed martial arts. This is, we pay for this. We are customers. You provide us with a product and we pay for it. And people are going to stop paying for it if it keeps on getting worse. Now we move on to John Jones and Tom Aspinall. Now, why is this not being made? If this has been over 6 months, this negotiating. John Jones saying he wants 6 months after, as soon as they book, when the fight's booked, so the fight hasn't even booked, so 6 months after the fight gets announced as booked, he wants to train. What have you been doing? I know you've been doing stupid Instagram lives, but you should have been training. What do you mean you need 6 months? To get on and off the fights? Come on. We ain't accepting that. The UFC is going downhill. And as fans, we should not accept this. We pay for this product. Well, I pay for this product. I have a UFC Fight Pass. Sometimes I pay for the pay-per-views if I'm feeling spenny. But we pay for this. This is a product at the end of the day. It's an entertainment service. You, as a company, should be able to control your employees, and so these situations don't happen. Sort yourself out. Now, let me know. Am I wrong? Has the UFC not gone soft? Am I just waffling? In a bit.